The wall bent, not cracked, not scratched, bent. That's where this race almost became something much darker before Denny Hamlin turned Michigan into the most emotional victory lane of 2026. What happened Sunday in Michigan wasn't just another Cup Series win. It was a tribute, a comeback, and a near catastrophe all wrapped into 200 laps. Denny Hamlin started from the rear after pre-race damage to his car. Same situation he was in a week ago at Nashville. Didn't matter. He grabbed the lead after lap 162 restart and pulled away by more than 10 seconds. Dominant doesn't cover it. That's his third win of 2026. Eric Jones came in second, Bubba Wallace third, Kyle Larson fourth. But here's where the day got heavy. With 50 laps left, Christopher Bell and Chase Elliott tangled racing for second. Bell's car hit the outside wall at a near 45-degree angle, hard enough to physically deform the Sacer barrier. Red flag. Race stopped. Both drivers walked away, though Bell left Michigan with ankle and wrist injuries. Tyler Reddick, who entered the day as the dominant points leader of 2026, got collected in a mid-race wreck triggered by an overly aggressive bump from Carson Hocevar. He retired early, his first DNF-level result all season. On May 21st, NASCAR lost Kyle Busch. He passed away after complications from bacterial pneumonia led to sepsis. Busch was one of the most polarizing and undeniably greatest drivers of his generation. 63 Cup Series wins, a legacy that can't be argued. Sunday was Hamlin's 63rd career win. He celebrated with a flag honoring Busch. That's not a coincidence. That's a moment. Hamlin and Busch were teammates for years at Joe Gibbs Racing. The bond was real. So when Hamlin crossed the line in Michigan to tie Busch's win total, the emotion in that moment was earned, not manufactured. Now layer in what else is at stake. Reddick had won 5 of the first 9 races this season. He's been the class of the field, but one bad restart changes day entirely. That kind of swing matters as the playoff picture starts to take shape. Meanwhile, Hamlin sits second in points, and he's quietly been on an elite run of his own. Let's start with Hamlin. 2 weeks in a row, he's had to start from the back and carve through traffic to win. That's not luck. That's a driver in a groove that few reach midseason. His car speed is elite. His pit strategy has been airtight, and he's reading restarts better than anyone in the field right now. The Bell-Elliott wreck deserves a hard look. Elliott got loose underneath Bell exiting a corner. Contact happened. Bell's car turned right into the concrete at high speed. Dale Earnhardt Jr. said in the broadcast he's never seen a harder wall hit at that kind of angle. The A-Saber barrier did its job. It absorbed energy. But the fact that the outer wall physically bent tells you everything about the force involved. NASCAR will almost certainly study this wreck closely in terms of wall placement and car geometry on intermediate tracks. Ella took responsibility immediately after the race. That matters for the locker room. Bell is a championship contender. Missing races or racing hurt changes his trajectory dramatically heading into the second half of the season. Now Reddick, he gets the most concerning footnote here. Hocevar's bump on Mimechik cascaded into Reddick hitting the inside wall, a chain reaction wreck that the points leader had zero control over. That's part of racing. But for a team that's been near perfect, this is a reminder that dominance on the track doesn't protect you from chaos at restarts. The question for Reddick's camp is simple. Do they race more conservatively on restarts going forward, or trust that their speed advantage will bail them out? Social media had 2 completely separate conversations happening at the same time Sunday. The Bell-Elliott crash was trending within minutes. The speed of that hit, the deformed wall, the red flag, that's the kind of moment that stops people mid-scroll. Most of the NASCAR world let out a collective breath when both drivers climbed out. But then came Hamlin's victory lane. The Kyle Busch flag, win number 63. The tone shifted entirely. Even people who've never been Hamlin fans had to acknowledge the gravity of that moment. It's one of the most meaningful victory celebrations this sport has seen in years, and it happened organically, not as a PR move. Hamlin keeps this momentum rolling into the summer stretch, closes the gap on Reddick in points, and enters the playoffs as a legitimate title threat. Bell recovers fully, races at 100%, and the back half of the 2026 season becomes a 3-way fight at the top. Reddick's bad day becomes a footnote. Bell's wrist and ankle injuries linger and cost him performance at exactly the wrong time. Reddick, rattled by a rare bad result, overcorrects his approach on restarts and loses his edge. And Hocevar-style recklessness on restarts becomes a bigger controversy as the field tightens, turning what should be a championship conversation into a rules and safety debate. 63 wins. One of them was always going to belong to Kyle Busch. Sunday, Denny Hamlin made sure it felt that way. But here's the debate I want you to weigh in on. Is Hamlin now the most dangerous driver in the field heading into the playoffs, or does Reddick's overall body of work this season still make him the clear favorite? Even after Michigan, drop your take in the comments. And if you want to stay inside the garage every race weekend, you know where that subscribe button is.